there, I just wanted to make a quick little impromptu video for you guys. I wanted to show you my art that I do. It's my only real income, selling my art and painting, something I love and always wanted to do since I was a little tiny kid. I was in the graphics industry for about 12 years, but I felt quite restricted using a computer, and I just wanted to get back to painting, and I'm really kinesthetic with the way that I do stuff, so it was important for me to have that movement. And I also used to sculpt, so I'd like to get back into that as well. So here we go, I'll show you some of my bits and pieces. This is my workspace. I've just set it up, I've got some of my paintings out. I do my recording over in that direction. Alright, so this is just my basic workspace. I've got paints and bits and pieces all over the place. And I thought I'd like to show some of the things that I'm doing in the past and some of the things that I'm currently doing. Excuse my bad camera technique, I am hand holding, so it might be a bit jiggly, and I do apologise. I am not a videographer. So I'll show you the paintings. I think I'll start down here on the floor. I did this one a wee while ago, I think it was last year, the end of last year. So this is a lady, and she's in this bramble bush that's just sort of hiding and creating a cave for her to hide in, and the name of the painting is The Hiding Place. Most of my paintings I tend to bring from my emotions. So when I'm doing a painting, when I'm trying to find the concept, I'll search my memory for experiences and just different thoughts and emotions I've been through in my life. And I called this one The Hiding Place, and as you can see, most of my paintings are quite dark, as we'll get around. And this one in particular is about when you just want to be alone and you feel like the whole world's on top of you. You just want to find a little place to hide in and get away from it all, and you don't want anyone to bother you because you just need like time out, basically. Okay, there's another one over here up on the wall. This one I haven't finished yet. It's what was it called? Tangled Mindsets is what I called it. I haven't finished it yet, obviously, and it's got to have chains in her hair and various things. I want to sort of do some dreads, and that one is going to be, when it's finished, about how you get certain ideas in your head that you can't do something, but the chains that you imagine are there, they're not actually tied to anything, and if you just stood up, the chains would drop away. So that's basically what it's about. It's about limiting mindsets, and that really it's all in your head and you just need to stand up. So that was like a learning curve for me, just getting older, being able to do that with my own life. The next one's down here. This one's called The Journey, and it's got a little crow up in the tree there. I love crows. Okay, so this one is about a woman or a creature that is walking her own path in life, and she's walking to her own idea of what light is, but at the same time she's really enjoying the beauty within the darkness and the mythological sort of aspect with her. She's got antlers on her head, if you can see that. I just love mythology, and that all brings it in sort of like a dreamlike state. I like my paintings to be somewhat surreal and quite emotive. Okay, next on here we've got one that I'm currently working on. This one's called The Oppressor. This one's about peer pressure in society. So we've got a bird skull up the top here. It's a rock skull, and he's actually going to be taking these cats for a walk. And this one's talking basically about society, peer pressure and things like that, and how there's many cats and they're the predator, and they're actually being led and controlled by this bird who they have perceived as being very large and in control. But should the cats rise up and actually become the predators that they are, they would realise that they didn't need to be controlled. So yeah, I tend to get a bit contrived with my meanings, but that's generally where that painting came from originally in my mind space. Next one is Sylvia. Sylvia is actually a name that's taken from the Italian words to mean from Silvio, and that means from the forest. So I've got a real passion about dryads and forests and mythology and things like that, and I'm nuts over corsets and love the colour red. So basically you put all that together and you get Sylvia. And she's having a thought, and she's part of the forest, but she's separate from it, and she's remembering her times in the forest. And I don't know, just it's kind of a dreamscapey painting as well, with all the flowers and sticks actually growing from her head. So make of it what you will. Next was an experiment, or a sort of just exploring texture and movement, and this one's called From Below or From Beneath, I forget, excuse me. This one is basically, I remember this sort of image from being in a forest and lying on my back and looking up through all the trees, and it was coming down to night time and it was all very dark, and the red of the trees on the Banksia tree were glowing through, but there was a lot of light and shadow, and that's basically what this painting is symbolising. I was trying abstract as something else to do. This is one where I was pushing my boundaries, because I usually never paint in bright colours and do lots of pretty purples and yellow flowers. So yeah, I just called this one Purple Flowers. It was just a bit of fun. So yeah, something different for myself. This one down here is called Memories, and it brings me back to a time when I had been crying and gone walking in the rain, and I found a swing in a playground when I was a teenager, and I just sat and swung, and I felt the grass beneath my feet, and I looked at the flowers around myself, and I felt the rain, and I just sort of stayed there for a long time, and eventually I felt a lot better and was able to get past the thought processes that were bogging me down and actually move on and feel better. So that's that one. This one down here is called Shattered Memories, or Shattered Dreams, I think. Yeah, Shattered Dreams. That was basically when we were moving back to New Zealand. We wanted to move out onto some land and do permaculture and survival skills, and grow sort of a permaculture-based garden, be self-sufficient. And this is showing the breaking forth of nature and growing that garden, but everything is shattering. That dream was actually sort of stripped away from us, and that was really sad. But now we've moved on. We've got our new life in Dunedin. So yeah, that's that painting. Next one over here is called Lost. So it's this woman, and she's actually underwater. I don't know if you can see that. There's some bubbles and whatnot there. So yeah, she's sort of mermaid-like, I guess. It's when you're feeling like you're lost in the ocean and you can't see and you're gasping for air and everything's overwhelming and you're not sure what to do with yourself, but you know that if you just reach up to the light and kick for all you're worth, you'll be able to breathe again. That's basically that one. This one here is called Connected. I'll just go a little closer to that one. This one is basically expressing my love for pantheism and also for crows and ravens and rooks and various other corvid. I'm not sure how you say that. Yeah, so it's the woman, and she's got roots in the earth, and she's reaching up, and she's become the tree above as well, and it's all interconnected. So yeah, name of the painting, Connected. That one's actually been sold, so I'll have to take that one off my site once it's up. My site's still being made actually. So yeah, that's basically my paintings. And I also wanted to show you, while I've got you here quickly, I was in town today, and just a minute, there I am. I was in town at a bargain hunter shop, one of these cheap importers from China, and I found these little tiny earrings, and they're little upside down bats, and I thought they were so cute. And score, they were only $2, so I was like, yes! So I got them. And in the same store, I also got this little, don't know if you can see that, got this little black flower clip. So yeah, I was pretty happy with my score today. So I'll sign off now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to do so. Give me a thumbs up if you liked my video and you want to hear from me in the future. That would be really cool. And until I see you next time, be really nice to each other and enjoy your shadows. Bye.